You're drifting off to sleep when suddenly your stomach flips, your heart leaps, and your body jerks like it's falling. But you're not. You're just lying there, in bed, confused and maybe a little freaked out. Most of us have experienced this, the dream, or more precisely, the feeling of falling just as we're about to fall asleep. It's fast, intense, and strangely familiar. This phenomenon is called a hypnic jerk. It's your brain misinterpreting the physical act of relaxing into sleep. Sometimes, if you're anxious or overtired, your body powers down too quickly. The brain panics, thinks you're falling, and sends a shock to wake you up. It's biology doing its job, but it also opens the door to one of the most symbolic and powerful dream experiences, falling. But why falling specifically? Why does that image show up again and again in our dreams? To understand that, we need to look not just at the body, but at the mind. Falling dreams aren't just about your muscles twitching. They often reflect something deeper, emotions you might not be fully aware of. Psychologists see falling dreams as symbols of anxiety, fear, and lack of control. And most of the time, they pop up when something in your waking life feels shaky. Work stress, relationship problems, big changes you didn't ask for. Falling is your brain's way of saying, you're overwhelmed. It's a symbolic drop, losing your footing emotionally, socially, or even spiritually. And the kind of fall you dream about can say a lot. Off a building, you might be struggling with insecurity, pushed by someone. Maybe you're afraid of betrayal or losing trust. Endless free fall could be fear of the unknown. The good news? These dreams aren't punishments, they're signals. They tell you to pay attention. And when you do, the dreams often change. Falling might turn into flying. The chaos becomes freedom. Because understanding what scares you is the first step to taking back control. Long before we had neuroscience labs and psychology textbooks, humans were still dreaming and still waking up with their hearts pounding, breath caught in their throats, and that terrifying sense that they'd just fallen from somewhere high. But without brain scans or sleep studies, how did they explain it? They turned to the tools they had: stories, symbols, gods, and dreams as messages from something beyond. In many ancient cultures, dreams were seen as more than just mental static. They were portals, prophecies, warnings, or gifts from the spirit world. The dream of falling? That wasn't just a glitch in your nervous system, it was a message, and often not a very pleasant one. In ancient Egypt, dreams were recorded and interpreted by priests. They had entire dream books, kind of like the modern dream dictionaries you find online, but wrapped in sacred meaning. Falling in a dream? That usually signaled a loss of favor from the gods or a disruption in cosmic balance. It was the kind of dream that made you go to the temple the next morning and leave an offering, just in case. In some parts of Hindu tradition, falling in a dream represents a descent, spiritually, morally, or emotionally. It can be interpreted as a sign that you're losing touch with dharma, your path, or life's duty. You're straying from what's right, and the fall symbolizes that slip. It's not necessarily a punishment, it's a wake-up call, a gentle push to realign. Christian interpretations have their own layers. In some traditions, falling dreams have been linked to pride and the danger of flying too high. Like Lucifer, cast from heaven. The idea is that when we get too arrogant, too confident, we might lose our grounding and fall. So for centuries, falling dreams were sometimes seen as a spiritual warning. Stay humble. Stay grounded. Don't forget where you came from. Then there's the indigenous and tribal interpretations. Among many Native American traditions, dreams are sacred, sometimes even more real than waking life. A falling dream might mean your spirit is unsettled or that you're not fully rooted in your life or identity. The fall can be a journey, a descent into the self, into something deeper than you've allowed yourself to feel while awake. In that sense, it's not about fear, but transformation. Like going down into the earth to find something buried, something essential. Even in modern times, we carry echoes of these old beliefs. Think about how people casually say things like, "I feel like I'm falling apart," or "my life is crashing down." We use the language of falling to describe loss, instability, and emotional weight. It's wired into our storytelling, our metaphors, our language itself. That's not an accident. And some people go even further, believing that falling dreams are part of something mystical. There are dream workers, energy healers, and spiritual teachers who see these dreams as signs that your soul is shifting. That you're being asked to let go, to release something. An old version of yourself, maybe. An illusion. A lie you've been clinging to. They say the fall isn't a punishment, it's freedom. Because once you hit the bottom, you stop pretending. And that's when real change begins. Others connect falling dreams with astral projection, the belief that your spirit can leave your body during sleep and travel elsewhere. In that view, the falling sensation is the moment when your spirit snaps back into your body too quickly, causing that jolt. Whether you believe that or not, it's just one more example of how deep and mysterious this one type of dream can be. One little moment in the night, and 1,000 meanings behind it. So where does that leave us? In truth, no single explanation fully captures it. The dream of falling is physical, emotional, symbolic, ancient, and deeply personal all at once. It's your nervous system firing off. It's your fears leaking through. It's your soul, maybe, trying to whisper something you're not hearing during the day. It's science and spirit, fear and transformation, myth and memory, all rolled into one strange, wild second that makes your whole body wake up. And maybe that's what makes it so powerful, so unforgettable. You don't have to believe it means the same thing every time. Maybe some nights it's just your body misfiring. Other nights, maybe it's your brain sorting through stress. And some rare, quiet nights, maybe, just maybe, it's something else, something deeper. Whatever the reason, one thing's for sure, that falling dream. It has your attention, and maybe that's the point.